To create a new invoice in ProWorkflow, click the green plus icon under the navigation bar and select Invoice. You'll then have the option to select the type of invoice from the menu on your left-hand side. You can invoice from a quote, invoice from a project, automatically bringing through tasks, time and expenses, or invoice a client. This can include the tasks, time and expenses from multiple projects. After selecting the type of invoice, you can narrow down your options by client or by searching for the project that you'd like to use. After making your selection, click Next. If you are creating an invoice from a project or for a client, then you can add a date range filter if you wish, as well as adjusting how any time is grouped and whether you want to include tasks with no time tracked. In all cases, you can also choose whether or not the associated project or projects should be marked as invoiced. After clicking Create Invoice, you'll be looking at the main Invoice Interface, where any items from your quote or the tasks, time and expenses from your project will have been automatically added, along with your client's details and your default invoice settings. From this screen, you can add an invoice template, including any of the line items associated with that template. You can select the client from the company you're invoicing, or adjust their details. You can change your invoice or order numbers, your payment terms, or the due date of your invoice. The description from your quote or project will also be added, but you can feel free to make any last-minute changes. You can edit any of the invoice items at this point, either manually or by selecting items from your existing libraries. You can change the number of hours, the cost of an item, or whether or not it's taxable. You can even delete unnecessary line items. Adding items is just as easy. Simply select a heading, line item, staff rate, task rate, or expense from the list, and it'll be added to the invoice. You can then add the information for it and drag it into the appropriate location. At this point, you can add a discount by percentage or fixed amount, and the dollar value will be calculated automatically. You can then customize your footer or your tax rate and click Create Invoice. Now that your invoice is finished, you can send it straight to your client or open it as a PDF. If you're still using the classic invoices layout and you'd like to upgrade, there are a couple of things to check. Head to your invoices settings page and confirm that your contact information, footer, and payment details are up to date. These are displayed in different locations on the new invoices layout, and so may need some formatting. After confirming that they're up to date, click Upgrade. Here's that same invoice that we just created, displayed with the new layout.